Hi, it's Mary Terry. I hope you guys are all having a really good October visit. I guess it's the 9th. So already October 9th. It's flown past, but I'm trying to clean some stuff up. Here's the kitty cat. He might stay with us for a minute. It's Charles Barkley. Hi, Barks. Do you mind, honey? Let me get you down for a second. Excuse us. He'll be down in a second. He'll be back up. But what I figured I'd show you is this little tote that I got at Ulta. I don't know how much you can see of it. Probably did like here or something. But it's filled with handmade books that I use for like smashing and stuff. This was a composition book that I've altered completely with little pockets. Actually, the first time I took this book out of the house, it was to go on a business trip, my first business trip to Canada when I was working for that company that I was working for, Bentley. And I needed some art with me, and I needed to be able to journal, and I wanted to be able to keep my receipts for a business trip and everything. So what I did is I put in pockets in this little composition book, and then I wrote things about my journey. I have some washi tape in here and stuff, and places that I stayed, and because I had never really traveled in Canada before, so it was really awesome. I really enjoyed that position, and I like what I'm doing now, so everything is cool. But this is a book of that. But so that's one kind of type of book. Then I have this type of book that I made specifically for, I think, these are goals. So these are different goals that I had for myself for the year, and I took like some painted papers that I had and wrote down some goals that I had, and reasons of why I had those goals, which I think is really important now that we're getting sort of into our end of this year and planning possibly for next year. I've always found it really impossible when people say, well, what are your 5-year goals or your next week goals? I mean, I could tell you what my to-dos are, right? But I don't always know what my goals are. But if you can figure your goals out, then your to-dos kind of fall in place. I found. I'm not really good at it. I'm just starting to work on that. But maybe that'll help you. But anyway, here's a book I made, and so I'm using it for that. But then I have these books that I got at Michael's, and I really was using them mainly for my off rollers of my brayer when I was doing jelly roll prints. And so a lot of what's in here is stuff from the jelly plate. Excuse me, jelly roll. Listen to me. I feel like having a jelly roll donut. No, I don't know. Or a jelly roll piece of cake. That would be delicious right now. So these are started with the off brayering when you do a jelly plate, because I always have a lot of paint on my jelly plate. So I started with that, and then I just kind of like have embellished things here and there. This is no way done. I did some very rudimentary drawing, which is what I do because I can't draw, and pasted some stuff in that I thought was fun, and just made some general pages to start. I mean, these aren't in no way finished. That one might be finished. I put little like Twinchies, or I guess they're 2 inches, so they're called Twinchies. And here I have some cool handmade paper here. It feels really good. So I pretty much just made silly books. So I guess what I mean to say is that I make a lot of books. I made this one out of a brochure from, I think it was Morton's. So we went to Morton's and I saw this really pretty brochure, so I put a button on the front for a handle, and it had these really cool like figurines from an older time, probably the 20s or the 30s, real fancy people, and I just started adding to it with different things, and covered up whatever brochure this was with different things. And I may have shown this to you before, but anyway, I keep this little tote in my living room, actually, on my subwoofer, and work in it when I feel like it. So maybe that'll inspire you to work in something. I did just recently make this little, I was going to make a Midori out of it, like a big Midori, because it's a genuine bonded leather, and I got it at the Goodwill for a very low price. But I decided instead to make a small art journal out of it, because I bought a whole bunch of I guess it was Strathmore, had a huge sale over at Michael's just 2 weeks ago, and I got all this Bristol, like smooth Bristol, and I think a different kind of Bristol, vellum Bristol I think it was called, but it's really smooth, and you can kind of watercolor on it because the watercolor kind of sits on top of it. It doesn't soak in that much, but it soaks in enough. And it's real stiff, so you can make cards with it. It's really cool paper. And I made this little book to just do some art journaling in, or journaling, or smashing, or whatever the heck suits my fancy while I'm watching television with my love Richard and the cat and whoever we might have over. We never have people over. I don't know why I said that. I mean, we do, but we don't watch TV when we do typically. But I hope you guys are all doing really well. And thanks for watching. I'll be watching your videos very soon. Take care. Bye.